This is the sad story of Flight GWATR 9525. It was all going well and the takeoff was pretty normal. After 30 minutes into the flight, Captain asked the first officer whether he could use the toilet or not, because he told him that he wasn't able to use the washroom when he was in the airport and he needed to go to the washroom urgently. The captain handed over the controls to the first officer and went to the washroom. But when he returned, he found that the cockpit door was locked. He knocked at the door, but there was no response from the cockpit. He tried to make contact with the first officer, but there was no answer from the other side. He tried to knock the door even harder, but the door wasn't opening at all. The door was actually intentionally locked by the first officer, and there was no other way of opening the door from the outside. After that, the plane took a very sharp turn, and all passengers were very scared as they were seeing the captain outside and the door was locked and the plane was doing weird movements. It also raised an alarm in the air traffic control tower because they also saw that the plane is off the course and was doing weird movements. Everybody got alerted by this situation. They also tried to contact with the first officer, but they also failed to do the contact. There was no response from the cockpit. Now the plane was moving dangerously towards the mountains, and there was still no contact with the first officer in the cockpit. There was silence in the cockpit. No answer, no question was heard in the cockpit. The first officer was sitting quietly and was driving the plane toward the big mountains. Passengers were very terrified by the situation. They were shouting at the back, but still there was no response from the cockpit and the plane was moving very fast towards the mountains. The warning system strikes in, but it was too late.